Welcome my guy to the building, man.
What's good with it? What's good with it?
NUNNZ in the building. Appreciate you coming out here, man.
I appreciate you letting me in.
Hey, man, it's been a blessing, bro. How you been?
Shit, I could have been, could be worse, but I'm taking it, I used to take it day by day, but now we take it minute by minute.
Minute by minute. You looking at the clock.
Yeah.
You working, though?
Yeah, no. That's never been a stoppage there.
You never stopped working through the whole quarantine? You just kept it going? You didn't want to collect unemployment?
No. What happened was I went to school early semester in January, and then COVID hit around, March? And that's when I had to do everything online, and then it was like, fuck it, so I'm not going to class, let's just work full-time again.
Right.
And I ended up continue working.
Yeah. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
So I do security just because it's the only good paying job that's easy in my area. And so, it's better for me because I also get to meet hella people.
But you just said you did security at a COVID center.
Yeah, no. So when I started working in Grass Valley where I live at, about 45 minutes past SAC, I started working at this Wells Fargo. Got to meet hella people, and then took like a 3-week break, trying to just promote myself, through Sacramento, Reno.
And that's where you're from, Sacramento?
No, I'm from Bay Area.
415, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, NUNNZ 415.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
Man, I had to get away from that place just to focus on myself, but we've been doing good. And
it's a little crazy right now, too. Good time to get out, yeah.
And where I moved to, Grass Valley, it's all quiet.
It's nice.
Real
country.
Nice. The best part about it, too, is it's all about weed. So
yeah, you look a little bit more country last time I seen you, man.
Well, last time, I was in Hayward. I was just, that's where I remember where we were working at. When I was working with,
who was it?
Legendary and them.
Okay, yeah.
Chris and...
Oh,
I was working with Chris and
De Niro.
De Niro,
yeah.
So, that's where I remember meeting you over there.
That's right. That you came in with them. Yeah, you were their client.
Yeah, I was a lot younger and I didn't know what I was really doing.
Yeah.
But 5 years in, I'm definitely paving the way for
That's
myself.
when you first started 5 years ago, right?
Exactly, from like around this time, yeah.
Yeah. So you just fell in love with the culture?
Before this, yeah, I for sure fell in love with it.
Yeah, like what kind of the networking of it? Like, 'cause everyone's in it for different reasons, you know what I mean?
For me, it's just getting people to, for one, move their feet, to get hyphy with it,
Yeah.
Stupid to some, but then to make people feel good,
Yeah.
A lot of times music got me through, a lot of situations, learning shit from what other people went through.
Yeah. You mean hearing it or making it?
I'll be making it.
So that coped with your problem, you saying, making the music?
Yeah, off tops, because I get to express myself in a way that I feel like it's just different than just, talking to someone,
Yeah,
I'm talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, artists seem more whole because I think a lot of people don't have an outlet to always tell their problems, but artists do. And artists are constantly telling their problems on paper, and I think, they generate the paper as like a therapist for themselves. And I almost wish like all people kind of went and did that, right? Like put their problems on, because once you see it on paper and then you listen to that song later, it makes more sense for the growth, doesn't it?
Off tops, just because, once you write it and you realize it's been out for a while, you realize that you overcame those problems, not only then, but even now, you're still dealing with them. And it's all about growth, and getting it out to other people that might be in those same situations, and realizing that you helped them get through it. Yeah, it just makes you feel like you're doing something right.
Yeah. Have you ever made like a song to where you were kind of like, oh my God, I don't know if I should have made that one.
To be honest, never.
Never made one? Okay.
No, every song that I went into is just is what I was feeling.
You're proud of it. You're great. And sometimes like I make a song and it's a little too feely, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have told all that, you know what I mean? But
well, that's what I'm actually working on right now. I'm trying to get more on my how I really feel side. Not that I ever like lied about how I feel, but more like that touchy side.
Yeah, I like your songs, man. I came from an era where people made a lot of gangsta music, from like Ice Cube. And like a lot of my suburb friends was making that shit. I'm like, bro, you ain't gangster, man. But like seeing like y'all make music, you guys are really about being honest and like telling where you're from.
Yeah, I'll tell you. That's the one thing that I realized too is, you know, a lot of the music coming out of the Bay Area right now, whether it's old or just recent, it's damn near considered drill music.
Drill music.
Yeah, not wrong with
like,
it.
What do you mean, like drill? Like they drill it into you, like because of the culture, or like
not just, you know, gang banging and
gang banging is very glorified in the Bay Area.
You know, a lot of times, you know, nothing wrong with that. You know, people express themselves in a different way.
Yeah, it's
nothing.
Me,
I'm not about that.
Yeah,
I try to let people know I'm from different blocks because I moved around so many times, so I can't claim them. But a lot of times, that's what's popping right now. And so I'm just trying to let people know. You know, I'm still hyphy with it. I can get done with it, and but I'm not, you know.
So you're obviously from an area where there's a lot of gangs in the neighborhood, San Francisco.
So where I grew up at before I moved to Sacramento, it was I lived around the Mission. I don't know exactly where because, you know, around that time, you know, you just remember a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I remember a lot of times, you know, me and my sister, we would leave the apartment building when my dad was at work and my mom was, you know, working as well. We would leave and go across the street to the liquor store. And a lot of times that we went there, you know, we didn't have no money, so we would just mess around in there. And, you know, he would be like, "Where's your parents at?"
Yeah.
And one time we sold some ice cream. And at the time we sold some ice cream, we only got away with it because, I wouldn't say a robbery, but there was a lady yelling at a grown man because she thought he was going to rob him. So
in the store?
Yeah, so.
Oh, it's a perfect time to take some.
Yeah, only because, like I said, that happened, that scenario a little happened.
Yeah.
Got away with stealing some ice cream, and it was just crazy, you know?
That's the only time you stole?
Well, as far as I remember, but no, growing up in Sacramento, I used to live in North Highlands.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the hood.
Yeah, no, it's that was definitely crazy.
Yeah.
Coming home from those little bus stop that like used to come from Foothill.
Right.
Used to drop me off at the little dollar store right there. Used to walk through Target and just steal hella shit.
Target.
One day the guy caught me. I had hella shit on me, but I only took out one thing and fucking never stole from there again.
Oh my! It's so traumatic when you get caught stealing from a store, bro.
Well, to be honest, yeah, it is. But after doing it for so many times, you're just like,
you're just used to it.
I'm just glad I didn't get caught with all this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So
there's a couple of times I stole. I remember one was in Walmart, and I don't even know what I was doing. I was getting this package and I was breaking it open, and this dude looked at me and he was shopping, but he looked at me hella weird, and I'm like, oh, I think he's a security shopper, right? So I started going around the store, and I called my friend, like, hey, meet me outside, and like he came up meeting outside, and then I seen these guys like following me. So I run to my friend's car, and they ended up running to the car too, and they ended up grabbing the car. My friends ended up taking off. Like they're trying to run and keep up with the car, that whole shit. He's up falling and rolling.
Man.
And then my friend, like a mile away, just dropped me. I was like, man, never call me again. I was just like, Walmart.
Guards,
they don't remember me though, but go ahead.
I said them security guards at Walmart take it real serious.
And I'm looking at the whole shit. So my friend, who I ended up, Tristan, this engineer I had, he's like a real big klepto. He like steal from every store around the studio. We got rid of him honestly because of that. But so like I noticed like he taught me hella game, like, you know, you gotta steal from these stores because they don't. So look, if you're gonna go and steal, and this might be a clip, right? Like there's a certain way to do it. You can go research because there's a lot of stores out there that are not gonna follow you and run after you, and they cannot put hands on you because they did a study like them trying to put hands on you and. That caused more money being lost than they actually receive back from the stolen goods. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go put hands on something. That could be like a court lawsuit thing. So
yeah, I'll give you a hint. CVS.
Yeah, CVS. Walgreens. Yeah.
Now they, if you were to chase them, if they ever get injured, yeah, it'd be a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Outside, so
yeah.
Not worried about that. $2 you stole.
Yeah, they're not worried about the $2. But, yeah, man. So what else you been up to?
Shit, actually, that's all I've been doing is just working, you know. Around the time that school stopped, decided, you know, let's just continue doing music. So I was working more, and I had weekends off, so I was like, fuck it, let's go to the studio on weekends and try to record some music. I was gonna drop 2 projects this year, but some shit happened where I didn't want to rush into it, so I put that on hold, and I just started working on this Friday 13th.
Right.
And so just that's all I've been doing.
Okay.
Just working and then working on weekends.
So you go to work and then you work about 8 hours a day and then you go work on the album straight after that. So you're doing like basically 12, 14-hour days here.
Shit, 24 hours.
24-hour days? Isn't that 24-hour days and you're not sleeping? Like,
no, not sleeping, but that I'm working, you know, because I got shins like, you know, on stocks too. And so this, you know, I'm always working, you know.
What kind of job do you have? Is it the kind of job that you can actually write and like, because I had like jobs where they were like security. You could just write all day.
Yeah, no. My job, I'd just be chilling. I'd just be posted up outside, making sure everything's good. And a lot of times I don't be writing, but like, you know, come up with ideas and I jot them down.
Now you do security at a COVID center, you said?
Yeah, right now, it's in Grass Valley. It's a little COVID center, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
6 a.m. to 7 p.m. What do you mean it's a COVID center?
So basically, that's where they get tested.
Oh, so tell me, man, what's the rate? Do you even know? You don't know because they're not getting the results right there.
Yeah, we don't get the results. We only know when they come back to get retested.
So I want to know this, bro. When someone comes in the COVID center and they're all coughing, they're all like, do y'all get scared? Do y'all get a little weird? Like, oh shit.
No, because we have a greeter that works for the county that tells them how to get to. It's a big old building. It's a drive-through.
All right.
They come in one side. The greeter introduces him. He finds out about him, and then he radios it over to the nurses.
So you guys are rating the people as they come. Like, we got a cougher coming in.
Yeah, basically, we got someone with symptoms. So we just make sure they just telling each other to be careful, you know.
Yeah.
But they're all well gowned up and all that.
They gotta do something about the way y'all look at us. Because every time I go into these testing centers, man, they be looking at people crazy when they cough. Like, they're like, man.
Oh yeah, no. That's depends on where you go.
Depends on where you go. You don't do that, right?
Yeah, our nurses are fucking dope as hell.
They're nice.
Yeah,
they're like, you cough, they're like, it's okay.
Yeah, no, they'll take care of you.
God, that's awesome, man. We need her because everyone's treating each other bad, bro.
That's what I love about Grass Valley. Like,
yeah.
I give you a quick scenario.
Don't go to Kaiser.
We're out there.
In San Leandro right here, bro. They treated me like dog shit, bro. I was like, I don't even got nothing. I'm just dropping this man off, and they're like,
yeah. I used to work at a Kaiser too. That shit, they crazy.
It's death.
Yeah,
it's a death center. Well, you know, Kaiser is a business more than they are a hospital, so they're gonna try cheaper practices more than they can try the most effective one because it's like statistics with them. We can beat these many cases with a cheaper method. We're gonna lose out on 30%, but oh well. Yeah,
all I know is Kaiser's all about their money.
You been with Kaiser before?
Yeah, for like a 6-month
period.
They're
horrible, man.
I mean, they treated me well.
Pediatrics is good too. Their pediatric department is really good for kids.
Times.
Yeah, so if you got a kid, you know,
they're gonna take care of them for sure.
Yeah.
But
so yeah,
at the COVID testing center though, it's real dope.
Chill.
Yeah, chill.
It's chill.
We get like
100 a day. How many?
Over 100. Yeah, we start off at like 70, but it keeps adding up.
Who's getting tested? People that want to get tested or people that have to get tested?
Both. People that have to get tested because their job tells them to.
Right.
And people that want to get tested because they're going to go visit family members.
Ah.
So they just want to make sure they're good. That's all it is.
Now, what I don't like is they haven't talked about how these tests are not accurate. They don't give you a percentage like, you know.
For me, I'll try
every test is inaccurate, correct? Like,
I wouldn't assume because a lot of people.
Hold on. Come in. We got cameraman's legs, all right?
All good.
Make it fast, man. All right, Key can help with the camera. Go ahead, bud.
Okay. No, that's what I thought of before, but I try not to dive too deep into it because if you're feeling sick, then you most likely should. I don't know. It's crazy because it's flu season 2.
So what you saying? If you're feeling sick, what? Like don't go in, or
no? If you're feeling sick,
because this is crazy, bro. Because if you feel sick. You go into a test, even if you don't have COVID, you could have the flu. You passing that shit around, right?
Yeah, you just want to make sure you don't have COVID. That's the best.
Are you guys like sure that we can go in there without a sickness and not leave with a new one though?
Yeah, off top because we sanitize everything. We they change the gloves all the time.
But haven't any of your nurses gotten sick though?
Nah, never. I was just talking about that too. It was like, what if one of us shows up sick, then we'll all be sick, and none of us ever. I've been there for 4 months,
and no one's gotten sick.
Nah. I get tested every week just because I live with older folks, so I always end up negative.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Now it's cool though, cause like we're in a confined space, and inside the confined space they're separated. You know, they have a personal space for what they do. They come in and out of there. Every time they test someone, take off their gloves, throw it in the trash, come inside. change their gowns every 5-6 patients.
And who gets the trash? Like just the regular trash people?
Yeah, someone picks up the trash every night and switches it out. Now, me, I'm not too aware of that, but that's exactly.
And you're not worried about it.
Yeah, no, because like I said, I get tested every week.
You get tested every week because you work there.
Not because I work there, because like I said, I live with older folks.
That test is annoying.
Not really.
They don't go all the way back there with the nose.
Nah, they go just around the nostril.
What is that one that touches the back of your throat?
Shit, that's probably some outdated system that they're working with.
That shit is painful looking.
That's what I heard. My the nurse said she had to get that done when it first came out, and it made her bleed.
And it made her bleed?
Yeah, not too bad, but just because.
That's why I felt like I was a scammer. Like, they're making the test so painful. You never want to get it again in case it's inaccurate. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's I feel like it's pretty accurate.
But this is what gets me, though, man. All tests have some inaccuracy to them. Pregnancy tests. I mean, all kinds of tests. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because because this is brand new.
Right.
So
this never been done.
Yeah, but most people come back. They let us know that they were positive or not, and no worries about it.
Yeah. So you haven't got it yet.
Nah.
You don't even know what it is.
I might have, but back in September last year.
I felt like I got it too back in September, bro.
But this is the biggest thing because I went to LA. My family didn't get sick, so I don't know.
It's weird though. It's a weird. COVID's a weird thing. It's not. Yeah. It's not all across the plane. So I know the last song I'm familiar with was My Gig Bitch.
Yeah, that was the last song that I promoted for the tape.
Nice.
I dropped another song called Bad, featuring my boy Spaced Out Fly.
Who engineered that, Chris?
My boy Big A.
Big A. Where's Big A at?
In Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Yeah. He be doing work.
Yeah. Is your one of your go-to guys?
Off tops, yeah. This since I moved to Grass Valley, that's the only studio I went to.
Nice.
My boy Nightmare.
Nice.
My boy Nightmare put me on that, and quality is fucking dope.
Right.
Fucking dope.
Yeah. So how'd you find him? How do you guys work together? You know.
Well, just like every engineer that I ever work with, I just give them the beats, and I go in there and I spit my shit. Because a lot of times I practice my shit at home just to make sure that I get a good feel for it.
Right.
I just go in straight in there and do it.
You use the YouTube beats or what?
You said what?
Are you using YouTube beats?
I hit up producers and ask them, how can I get beats that other people can't use?
Yeah.
So I started rapping with beats that are on pages, not on YouTube, but like go on their website. People have access to it because I'm only buying the $30 one.
All right, the leases.
Yeah.
The
simple one.
Yeah, so, but they're original beats too, so that's good.
Off tops, but people have access to them as well.
Yeah.
There's one song that I wrote to that I heard hella people write to the beat.
Right.
So I was like, I gotta start getting my own beats. So I hit up producers and ask them how can I get custom beats for myself,
Right.
I just asked for the PayPal, send them some money, and boom, I get beats.
How do you find these producers?
Just word of mouth, A lot of times I hear them too. My favorite one that I'm working with is Jay Cornell, though.
Jay Cornello.
Yeah, fucking.
What does he got?
He's from he works with Meek Mill, Young Dolph.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it's crazy. Back in like 20.
He really works with them though.
I'm not gonna say he doesn't.
Because sometimes they just do the features.
Now
and then they consider that,
Yeah, he did Young Dolph's. No, not Young Dolph. Young Scooter's latest tape.
Okay, so he has songs on their actual tape.
Yeah, he did his whole project.
Worked
with a lot of people from the. He worked with Meek Mill. That's my favorite one. I forgot what track it was, but on Dream Chasers 2 or 1.
Dream Chasers 2 or 1.
Yeah,
that's big. Yeah. That's big. What's his style like?
It's just damn near trap.
Trap. Yeah, how much he charge?
Shit. He charged a lot more than he charged me, so I appreciate what he did.
Yeah. You got the lease?
I wouldn't say so. I got the personal lease. I don't get the trackouts because it's a lot more.
Yeah.
But I for sure paid around like 15 for 13. So.
1,500?
Yeah.
For 13 beats?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. And the final beat that I got, actually, I paid a little extra.
Right.
To make it like better.
Now,
fucking dope.
How many were hot?
All of them. They're all hot.
All of them were hot?
Yeah, they're all hot. Yeah. Because it's the East Coast producer.
You have one you can play now?
Yeah.
Here, you play it over your phone?
The beat or the song?
The beat. Or the song, too.
Yeah, I'll play the song.
Yeah.
Man, this shit crazy.
Yeah, hold it up to the mic and let's hear it. Let's hear these 1,500 for 13 beats.
Yeah, I'll play the
that is a good ass deal, especially if he's known. Like,
Yeah,
that's a hella
he
good
told me
ass
he was
deal.
hooking me up, too.
Yeah, that's a hookup. You got it over. You could resell them too.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones right here.
Hey, Kiara, can you do me a favor and hand me that Bluetooth speaker? Thank you. Oh, you okay? All right, football player.
Oh, look at that.
Let's see if you can hook up to the extreme. You see, she kind of cocked it back there, like, and then she looked for the open one too. Yeah.
Which one? What's it called?
Extreme. You see it? Maybe I gotta get off. You're on. Oh, the aux cable. You're right. Hell.
I got an iPhone.
iPhones don't have aux cables.
Nah, I gotta convert in my car, but
All right, let's play it. Now I can hear it. Now I hear a funk.
that's all what it's to.
Now go stupid, go stupid, go stupid. Now go dumb. I just stepped in the building. I'm feeling icy. Kicking too hard, nobody doesn't like me. In a bitch face with a thiz face off a Nike. Sipping mud, I feel hella slimy. NUNNZ always get shit cracking. No need for ID, cause they never asking. Like my blunts are steak acid. I never pass it. Like Kobe with Phil Jackson. Off the Henny, now I'm yakking. Niggas mad when I'm with they bitch Snapchatting. Look at Lucy's boy. All I do is turn up. Got your main bitch in the back of the club trying to bring with NUNNZ. For your cup, don't be no punk. It don't look or feel right if you ain't really drunk. Come on, repeat after me. We going S-T-U-P-I-D. Getting dummy turn. We're retarded.
Hey. You got a lot better, man.
Yeah, nah, that's what I want to show for this tape is because it's Friday 13th Part 2. I dropped Part 1 in
Show the
2016.
mask, man. Get the mask out here.
Yeah, got the.
Is that the part of the promo game?
Let's see, make sure I got it right way. Yeah, I got the Jason
That's cool,
Voorhees,
man. I
you
want
know,
one.
Friday 13th Part 2.
Hey.
Yeah, I had to. You know, it's COVID. So
You COVID, man.
fit in with the culture. So
Yeah.
Now it's crazy because, like I said, I just went into the bank. I forgot my wallet at the house.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, and so I hit up the bank manager. I was like, "Hey, can I get some money out?
Yeah.
I got no ID." And gave me.
They usually do it for you. They give you a little
times.
one-time thing.
Got all the security questions answered. So
Especially if you know the bank manager. Do you know her?
I've never been out here.
Oh, okay. So
Never,
yeah, I know
that's
my
me.
bank manager.
Yeah.
I used to go in there a month straight without an ID. And I always come out with cash. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's pretty dope though that everywhere I go down there I get love now because I just been growing as a person, so that's what I want to show in this project.
Yeah.
Growth from 2016 to now,
Yeah.
So that's
How
what
long you
this
been
about.
working on the project?
Let's see. So the concept I've been thinking of since 2016, but I started working on it around like October. Last year.
October.
Yeah, because I got some of the beats. Last
You
year.
got 13 beats, so you're using them all for the project, right? He's pretty much doing the whole project,
Yeah, because
right?
this is the biggest thing. So
Yeah.
next Friday is Friday 13th.
Yeah.
I'm dropping on Friday.
Is it
13th.
next Friday? Is Friday the 13th? This
Yeah.
Friday coming up?
Yeah, and every project that I do for
Wow.
this is 13 tracks. So it's a huge concept.
Correlation.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got called the 13.
Well, not because I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, that'd be dope.
I'm telling you, just like simplistic names do it for me, man. The 13.
Well, I just named it Friday 13th Part 2.
I hear it.
But
I hear it.
nah, shout out Jay Cornell. Shout out my boy Nick for doing the concept art for it.
Oh, nice.
I got a screenshot of it, like a still shot, and then
Yeah.
it's like a little video where it's like moving and shit.
I love the teamwork, man. You got art,
Yeah.
you got music, and they come together to represent the music.
The biggest thing is I just like the people that I work with to build this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You got a good team around you.
well, I can't doubt that. Yeah, I got a great team.
You got a great team around you.
Yeah, like I said, shout out Big A. He's the one.
Shout out Big A,
Yeah,
man.
he's the one that made all the sounds come together, and shout out Jay Cornell that put the sounds, for me to express myself over it.
Jay Cornell was real professional when you were dealing with him.
Yeah,
Good response time and all that.
Me and him are fucking like locked in damn near.
Where is he out of?
He's in okay, I can't exactly say where he's at, but he's in the East Coast.
He's in the East Coast.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you location or not.
Nah. I'm gonna go try to work with him out there next year.
Right.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Oh, where he at in his studio?
Yeah, that's gonna be dope, you know.
That is an experience you should pay way for. And I'm telling with artists, like, you're here for the experiences. So to go out there and like stay in the studio with him, you'll never forget something like that. That's worth a good 3-4 racks.
Yeah, and also that's what I want to for my next project. It's called Black Steed. I'm not gonna. This is gonna be like my last project before I start doing a different method of how I want to do shit. But I want to go to the studio where they work at. My boy Doughboy got a little studio where he does his shit out his house.
Yeah,
I'll go over there and
house studios came up. House studios have just came up, man.
Off top, just because.
And, I mean, I own a studio. Well, how do you feel? Why?
Just because exactly because of COVID, you weren't able to go out places.
Yeah.
People were able to work at home.
Yeah.
And then send shit out instead of having to go other places,
Yeah.
And on top of that too, now you got a place where you can call your own, record shit and make good money instead of renting someone else's shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to talk to Expressions College about that because they had contacted me to kind of influence their curriculum. And so one of my main things I was going to tell them was that the fact that, you got to stop a lot of this training around these big boards because they spend a lot of time at your school like with the big board training, and like everyone realistically is learning at home. They're going at home and recording. Like you probably have recorded this at someone's home studio. They're charging $40 or $50 an hour. You don't care. You know what I mean? If it's in a facility or not. You want to just get the job done right.
Before I used to not care, but after working with Big A,
Is he in a professional facility or is he at his house?
He's in a professional facility.
Oh, okay. So it does matter to you then, right?
Yeah, for me it does matter because like I hear my old shit and it's not bad, but like
it's not bad.
New shit sound more clear.
Houses have a hard time with the recording process because
it's real simple. I just like I said, I go in there, plays the beat, and I go over it.
Oh, so that's more where you practice at then?
At my house.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd just be smoking blunts and just going over the beat.
Yeah.
Make sure I feel right with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's why I practice too, because if I don't like the way it sounds, go back over and change it up and all that.
It is the greatest practice place to have is your house, man.
My car, yeah.
Your car. Well, I'm just saying a lot of people bring in tracks here they've already recorded and they have to re-record it, so I'm like, man, your recording sucks. But a lot of times, like, they like the re-record because they got to practice it. They got to know the lyrics by hand, by memory.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me is just record it, check it out when I get home, because you feel good when you're in the studio, and so you don't want to really go off of that. So take it home, see how I sounded, and then I try to go. If I have to, I go redo it.
Yeah. What does he use? He uses Pro Tools.
Pro Tools. Yeah.
Pro Tools. All right. Logic's coming up. A lot of people like Logic and shit like that.
But shit, I work with whatever Big A works with. So
yeah.
It sounds hella crisp and all that.
Yeah.
Hella crisp.
Are your parents supportive in your music endeavors and all that?
So my pops, he got my little sisters he got to worry about. So I don't care if they're supportive of me or not.
Yeah.
As long as I care about what I do, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
My mom, she is, but
sounds like you're backing yourself on this. This is your thing.
Yeah, off top, this is all me because
you don't even let them know about it.
No, I mean I did just to let them know, like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
They know I'm doing it. They're at least happy that I know what I want to do.
Oh, they're not against it then.
And
that's a win.
Yeah, off tops. As long as I'm doing what I want to do, that's all they.
You're Latin, by the way.
No, I'm Mexican and Mexican. Italian,
yeah. You come from a strict family usually, man. Mexican, so they're gonna tell their mind like, I don't like you doing music, or you can do it.
They're all supportive of it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mexicans, Asians, they can be real strict, man. Like, I ain't come to this country for that shit.
Well, no, I'll be real. Like, we're Mexican, but my parents are like Mexican American. Like,
okay, so they're with the shit then.
Yeah, damn near. Yeah, my pops grew up in El Camino.
So he probably listened to rap a little bit.
Off tops, yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Tupac was.
He listened to
Tupac. He's only 20 years older than me.
How old are you?
25.
And your dad's 45.
45. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So your dad's totally in the era then.
He put me on SIBO and all that.
Oh my god. Okay. He probably schools you about Mac Dre shit then, like.
Well, I don't know. I learned a lot, because my whole family listened to Mac Dre.
Yeah.
So there's.
So they gotta love that you're doing music then.
Yeah, all times. Yeah, all times. Yeah.
They might not go and buy your album and go to the show or
not,
nothing.
Because I give it to them for free.
Yeah, but they're supportive.
Yeah, they got their own shit they got to deal with. So it's not for them anyway, you know.
But it's a lot of pressure too when their family's coming out too.
Off tops, yeah, because I'll be honest, learning early, it's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, man.
But I learned, as time goes, you got to separate your fans from your friends.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, you do, and they're almost one and the same.
Yeah, damn near, but you got to realize.
But some are fans. You gotta separate them. Don't fuck your fans, man.
For real. No, off tops. I just I show love to them.
That's just some real I heard from.
No, that's some real shit. Yeah, you can't.
Don't fuck your fans, man. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have
the ones that really show love are the ones you want to show love back to.
Yeah.
I make sure they feel it,
Yeah. You stay responding in the comments.
To be honest, it's been dead this whole year.
Yeah.
So whatever I get, I just like it.
Yeah.
I show that I acknowledge it.
You're a support. I see you always like my posts, man. You're very supportive.
No, because you be spin some game,
Yeah.
A lot of times I only watch maybe a minute or two because I'll be at work.
Yeah.
Other than that, like
I appreciate the minute, man. Shit.
Shit. That's a minute of game that I didn't have before. Man. You gotta take it for what it is.
You take it for what it is, man. You deal with COVID. I'm over here helping, man, with these COVID patients, man.
Now, a lot of times, though, it's slow, so I just go on and I see some.
You don't listen to podcasts while you're there?
Nah, because a lot of times I get distracted from doing shit. I'm trying to. The biggest thing I'm trying to do is just work on myself. I try not to get
watch
distracted
what other people are doing.
Not what they're doing, because I should, because I want to get inspired. But other than that, like I try to just go off what I feel, and I try to stay away from everything right now.
You sound like one of them people who kept to themselves in high school and shit like that. Like
no. The thing is, I moved so many times. I was just talking to a coworker about this. I moved so many times that it's easy to just like ignore the fact that someone doesn't like it. Then fuck it, Because
what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What was the first time you moved? Like,
so the biggest move I can remember is when I was 5, Bay Area to Sacramento, and then just throughout Sacramento we were house bouncing every time,
Yeah.
Living with my aunt, living with cousins.
Parents were going through it at the time, or
yeah, off tops. But there was 3 of us, me, my sister, and brother. So we just had to, take care of each other.
Right.
So moved a lot, but it was just easy to go into different schools, not gaining friends. Like
that's
long
tough.
Term.
That is the toughest part, bro. Is going to a new, and everyone's like, "Oh, there's the new kid."
Yeah, I got to tell my name 13 times.
I hated that.
There's 12 grades, right? 12 grades.
There's 12 grades, yeah, and I had to move from.
I went to like 13 schools.
Okay, so I went to so that move that I had to go from junior high to high school was traumatic because I was like popular in my junior high, and then when I went to high school, it's like 4,000 kids in there. I didn't know anyone. It was traumatic.
For me, that was the hardest part too. Because
high school?
No, junior high. I actually went to the same junior high for both years.
So you got to know everyone.
Yeah, and then I went to high school that was across the street, Foothill High.
Yeah.
And got to know them.
Okay, so you went to the high school that was continuing after that.
For like few months, and then I moved to Roseville.
But that was nice for the 2 months, though, right?
Yeah, it was cool. Little 2 months. It was different, It was different.
Actually, knowing people and building with them.
Well, not really. It's just getting to know like older women. That was my favorite part.
Older women?
Yeah, because I was a freshman.
Yeah.
I went to Foothill Junior High.
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah.
So getting to know older women was great experience for those 2 months.
Right.
Then I went to Roseville. And
what's that like?
What?
Roseville High School.
It was different because for one. It was one of them areas where if you didn't live in that area,
they're all white.
Damn near, yeah. I mean, it's diverse, but like
Latins and white.
But yeah, it's damn near Latins and white.
I don't see any black people living in Roseville.
Small population.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I was always cool with them. Blacks, browns, and all that. So
in Roseville, there's blacks in Roseville, though.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah. I feel like they're whitewashed, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I couldn't see how they would be. Yeah.
But no, they're cool out there though.
Yeah. Well, Roseville is such a different landscape.
Yeah, they're all how can I say, they're all like business type.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was cool. I was out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't like fit in though, because like I said, if you didn't grow up out there, they didn't really fuck with you.
You're still Bay Area. You dress like that, and you're in Roseville.
Yeah, I dress like this in Sacramento. Like I said, this is like 30 minutes past Roseville.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'll be out here just like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't recognize me out there, damn near.
Yeah.
So
Sacramento here, I got all the women right now, man.
They do.
A lot of beautiful ladies in Sacramento, man.
To be honest, I went to this club last week. That's why I didn't come here. I went to this club last week. Fucking turned out there's hella females there.
Yeah, so I heard. Yeah.
But a friend came down, so he invited me because his DJ was his cousin was a DJ.
Yeah.
And the DJ was one of the first DJs to work with Mac Dre, Biz Nation, all that.
Yeah.
So it was cool to know that. and ended up getting in trouble driving home. So,
oh yeah, DUI.
We can say that.
Okay, all right. You got pulled over. You got messed with.
Yeah, I was damn near almost home too.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
hey man, Uber.
I should have just slept in my car. I should have just slept.
Well, no, because they can still get you with that shit. They can still like harass you. Your key cannot be in the ignition, but
No. Yeah, I was just gonna sleep in.
But I know someone who slept in their car, woke up, drove home, and still got a DUI.
For real?
Got pulled over, slept, but still had alcohol in their system.
All I know is I would have been in a better condition than when I left.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. I can tell you my DI story. Can I tell you one? So I got pulled over. What was it? What's the day everyone drinks? Is it like Labor Day or
St. Patrick's Day?
One of those days in San Jose. Everyone's drinking, and I'm with this Korean chick named Hannah, and so we ended up getting pulled over because it was a checkpoint in front of me. So I did right. And then this cop saw that. He pulled me over. I'm like, fuck. I had an open can of beer in the car. I had drunk 4 of them before that one. So I was drunk. So he comes over and he looks in the car. He goes, oh. He goes, so you mind stepping out of the car for me? And he steps out of the car. I have to take this breathalyzer, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. And he's like, okay, so your only option is to go to the police station, and then we're gonna make you take one there. And in my mind, that's what I want to do, because I wanted to buy myself some time. I was hoping like I could come down by that time. And so he's like, well, let's go in the car. And I tell him, because my brother's a cop, and I know a couple of tricks. And I'm thinking, okay, it's like 11 o'clock at night. You just started your shift. I said, hey, I just ate a shrimp burrito. So I will for sure yak in your back seat if you take me to the precinct. And so like he didn't believe me. So I yacked on the spot in the street in San Jose. And then I hear my Korean friend, oh no, why'd you do that? I'm like, and I'm not freaking out. Like I yacked just to show him, like I will yak. And so he didn't want to take me. Another cop pulled up. He didn't want to take me. They're both arguing. They both didn't want to take me. And then they both figured out, like, well, hold on, the fucking street shit where they're testing everyone's like a block down. Let's just walk them. So I ended up walking there, and I kind of like, was doing everything I can, like sweat and walk and vomit. By the time I get to the testing center, I'm sitting there for a good 30 minutes, and they're like, okay, go in there, and then like go on this breathalyzer. I use a bathroom, so I go in the bathroom. I had these pennies in my pocket, and I heard if you suck on copper, that kind of takes away the smell, right? So I threw these dirty ass pennies in my mouth, and I'm sucking on them. And then I see my belt. I'm like, that's leather. And I start sucking. I just start sucking on like weird shit, like pennies and leather. And I'm thinking like, this got to get the breath out. And then so I come out, and she has a breath ready for me. She's like, you need to do the needle or the breath. And I said, I'm gonna do the breath. And I take the breath, and then like 3 months later, I get a letter. And I was like 0.1 below the limit, and I didn't get that DUI. Bro, I pimped that, man.
So they're gonna send you something, then you know what.
They send you something after, like 2 months after, to say if you got the DUI or not.
Because what they did was they took me out the car. They did a couple tests.
Yeah.
And they took me in, and they did a blood test.
They at the station, right? You can just refuse a blood test, man, because the blood test is hella accurate. But
damn, for real?
You can just go with the breathalyzer. I think they have to give you the blood, but I think the way that I played it was that I just wanted to wait till I got to the precinct, because there's a point where your alcohol goes down.
Oh, yeah, I was well above that.
Yeah. If you're well above, if you're in a field where you can kind of like play with it, then I'd say play with it. But like if you can't, then don't.
Nah,
so you got the DUI then?
Yeah, because I went to the tow yard the next day. And the guy said
500.
Yeah, 560 or something.
560. Yeah.
My card.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that was it was painful for a little bit, but my plug picked me up, dropped me over there.
Yeah.
And
the weed plug.
Just the plug.
The plug.
We'll say the plug.
Just the plug.
Yeah.
All right.
Asked me how drunk was he. He's like, cop said he was just hella drunk. So I was like, fuck. I know I was.
Sometimes there's no getting around it, man.
It's one of the things though that I took for like, I was like, you know what, this is.
Now, if you were that drunk, you shouldn't have probably been driving home.
Off tops, yeah. As soon as this is what happened. So I was leaving the bar, and I walked to my car, and I realized I don't got my keys. Like, oh shit! So I walked back up to the bar. They had them for me. I was thankful, so thankful. Walked back to my car. I was like, if I don't stumble.
But the lady didn't tell you shit, huh? Like,
no, the bouncer said you shouldn't drive home like once before I left.
Okay, all right. Shout out the bouncer.
And then told myself if I don't stumble on the way to my car, I'll be good. I could drive home. Made it there. I was like, okay, I'm good. I should have known as soon as I pulled up, as soon as I drove, and I drove and it was like swerve. I was like, oh yeah, that's not good. I was like, fuck it, we'll get out of here. We're good. I almost made it home though. I almost did.
And the cop noticed you halfway home or whatever. Or?
Like almost home, yeah. Not halfway, but like an exit or two before.
Started following you.
Yeah, I realized there was a light, but I didn't realize it was him. And he said, do you know how fast you're going? I was like, you know how fast you're going? I was like, I know above. And he's like, were you drinking? I don't know what I said. I said I might have. And then just.
Yeah, I might have is like done. You're going in.
Just because like I sort of wanted to be like someone might have slipped me some, but I didn't want to go that route. So I was like, just take me, fuck it.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
And I don't drink that much, so like I didn't even know.
You'd have to be a female. It's like who'd want to slip a man?
Well, not that. I mean, like I might have been like drinking some beer and then accidentally like drank some liquor or something.
Oh,
some shots.
accidentally.
Yeah, I don't know. See, like I don't drink much.
That is a rich one. I don't even believe that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I didn't even continue after I thought about it.
I don't even believe that. All right, man. So tell me about the album coming out.
Friday 13th. It's gonna be a 13 project. 13 slaps on the project. It's gonna be dope as hell. Shout out my boy Jay Cornell for sending me the tape.
Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah, One King Cornell.
One King Cornell.
Yeah, it's gonna be I just want to show the growth between 2016 project Friday 13th Part 1, Friday 13th Part 1 to this Friday 13th Part 2. Just want to show what I've been through from then to here, and then a lot of it is based off what happened this year. So I just want to show that I could overcome anything.
That's really dope. Man, your first project Friday the 13th hit on Friday 13th, and then this.
Yeah, back in March.
Oh, because two Friday the 13th happened in 1 year?
No, I back in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, I did it on 13th.
Okay, was that the last Friday the 13th?
No, there's one.
There was one
year,
after. Okay. So you missed one. You missed the release date.
Between the 16 and now, I was just going through a lot of shit. So
Yeah.
I stopped music for personal reasons.
Yeah.
I was always writing, but I just wasn't like doing it.
Yeah.
So then, when I got better, that's when I started doing it.
You got a lot better, man.
Well, I feel the growth in it. Yeah, I still got a lot of work on, but this next.
But you've seen it.
Yeah, I definitely seen it.
And it feels good.
Definitely feels good. It's one of the things that. This is what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Is the growth and knowing that sounds really good.
When you present the music and people say you've grown too, that feels hella good.
Yeah, these people I never met were listening to it and they're like, yeah, this is dope. So,
yeah. Well, it's the people you never meet that are your biggest fans. You know that they're your biggest supporters because people just don't know how to see that side of you.
Exactly, yeah, and a lot of times it's just exactly that. They don't know how to see that side.
They don't know how to see that side of you.
So you gotta just show new people and realize, if they vibe with it, they vibe with it.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time, many moons. People on my Facebook do not give a shit, and those are my longtime friends, and they don't give a shit. They call me spam.
Yeah, a lot of times those people that seen you for a while, they're not used to seeing what you're doing now or what you're trying to do.
They don't. They want to get like reintroduced to me every once in a while and just check up on me, but they're not like into it. And people that I have never met are just like, bro, you're the shit, man. And they're just like my biggest supporters, and they support everything I do. And it's just like, man, it's funny the way worlds work.
It definitely is. The best thing is this internet shit that we got, big old platform.
Yeah.
Get fans from everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
you're a hashtag away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the biggest thing I learned is you just got to keep putting shit out.
Yeah. Well, that's tough though, right?
I mean, it is if you don't have the motivation to do it
and the money. You have a good job.
Yeah, and you don't gotta. It's not specifically just for me music. I could be recording myself. I could be recording myself doing
my shelf.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good day for an album.
My top shelf.
Yeah, my shelf.
Now, just shit that you go through,
Yeah.
Walking through what inspired you to make the next song.
Right.
Old clips of you in the studio,
Yeah.
So you could just be promoting all your shit, even if people don't know it's new,
Yeah.
or old,
Yeah.
So just keep putting shit out. Let people remind people that you're not gone,
Yeah.
That you're still working, and eventually it'll just build up,
How many more albums you got in you?
Well, this is the biggest thing I've been learning. So I got one project that I want to do because I already got the shit planned out.
Yeah.
But after that, I want to start just dropping single after single until shit, pops up.
So no more albums, just singles.
Yeah, because fucking you got to work. You got to find out how many tracks you want for a single or for a project. And then, you know, be real with me. Whenever you hear a project, you're not listening. Your favorite songs aren't the whole shit, right? You only have like maybe 2 to 3 like that you go to.
Yeah.
So why make a project spend hella money at $1,300? That's not a lot of money. But
I
why
agree.
spend 13 for 13 tracks?
I own a studio,
Only
and I
fuck
agree
like
with
4.
you. I agree with you.
So
I'm telling artists, you know, like if you want to record an album, I'll profit better and thank you. But my main problem with artists making albums is that they never finish them because it's this huge thing to finish. And that's my people with goals. Like when you make a goal, you can't make a big ass goal because you'll never finish it and you'll feel like a loser. You got to make small ass goals and conquer those. So you're the conqueror of 5 small goals.
That can lead you up to a big
and then that
goal.
win is just, then you have to, all you have to do is just keep seeing wins because you'll see little ass problems, but you see big wins. And if you get into that, then you can take on a big goal because you'll have big fucking problems, man.
Off tops, yeah.
You got to just get in the use of winning. You know what I mean?
It's cliche, but it's really big.
No, you have to get in the use of winning. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, you taking on too many goals. You're trying to finish a whole ass album, 15 songs, mix and master. You can't get one mix and master without having an issue, you know? So you have to learn how to just make small goals happen. I just want to make one song. Do not worry about the whole album. Worry about one fucking song.
Yeah, the thing I learned is learn how to pace yourself. You know, a lot of people, they have the access to do this shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been working on is learning how to just pace myself. And that's why I started this project in March, ending in November. Only because only November.
Yeah.
With Friday 13th. But other than that, it was like perfect timing.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of work went behind this. This is the most fun I've ever had doing a project.
Yeah.
Some real shit. So
that's what it's all about.
All about, yeah. My boy Big A with the equipment made it real fun.
Yeah.
Real fun.
Yeah. Shout out again. Hey, I want to thank you. We're under time limit, man. NUNNZ, but I appreciate you.
All good. I want to appreciate you for having me in here. Like I said, Friday 13th drops next Friday.
Friday the 13th drops next Friday on Friday the 13th.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And hold on, man. Where can they get it at?
Get it on iTunes, Spotify. And then I'm even doing drop-offs. So just if you want to buy a tape, instead of spending $10 on iTunes, I got it from $5 a tape.
Okay.
Just hit me up and I'll do drop-offs on weekends.
Drop-offs, $5 a tape. NUNNZ. NUNNZ 415, man. Add him on the gram. I had a pleasure of knowing this man for the past 5 years, man. Real pleasure. Real good dude. Check out his music. I hope he brought one of my shows when we come back with the show game. But if not, till then, check him out on Spotify. The new album, Friday the 13th. He released. Don't get confused because he released one in 2016. This is 2020.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thank you.
We'll have you back as soon as we can, man.